What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to Awaken Chaos Era. This is a brand new turn-based hero collector that just globally launched yesterday. This game is giving me some very strong, less predatory Raid Shadow Legends vibes with a little bit of epic 70-ness sprinkled in for good measure. Let me show you what I'm talking about, as we always do, starting off with the heroes that you can collect. Now, right off the bat, I definitely dig the art style and the aesthetic that they went for. There is no surprise that this game is drawing heavy inspiration from like World of Warcraft and Overwatch, things like that. And I do kind of appreciate these types of graphics over hyper realistic graphics, because these graphics tend to, number one, age better, and they usually do a better job of portraying like a relatable personality. Like characters like this, for example, give yourself a chance. Now, I know we play a lot of waifu collectors on this channel, but give yourself a chance to kind of expand out your roster with some of these units, because you might find yourself liking a lot of these characters due to like they're ironically cringy, but yet good voice acting, and of course, just the way they hold themselves in combat. And once again, that's all possible due to the aesthetic that they went for. Like I said, relatable personality is very easy to get across to the player when you have graphics like this. So shout out to Awaken. Especially shout out to Awaken Chaos Era, because this game has made me gravitate towards characters that I would never, and FG means never, use in other hero collectors. You ain't never gonna see FG use a Connor character in another game, but here in Awaken Chaos Era, it just works. Me and Connor are cool. Sometimes we get Starbucks on Tuesday. It's a pretty cool thing. So let's go ahead, jump on in. I'll show you what combat's like. Like I mentioned before, this is going to be a turn-based JRPG style combat system. I'm gonna move on over here to chapter 4 on hard is where I currently am. 4-1. This game does not have the really annoying 3-star requirements or anything like that. You win even if you have one character left with 1 HP. You win, you're done. You're good to go. Now, it might give you a little struggle when you're doing auto repeat, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but no 3-star requirements, all right? So here we are, turn-based JRPG style combat along with summoner abilities. The summoner abilities can be chosen before you start the actual combat scenario, and they do not take away the turn of the character that used them. So as you guys saw right there, I just did a big old solar explosion, did a bunch of damage, and I still have a turn here with my bard, Joseph, who is pretty cool. See, this is what I'm talking about. Things like this are possible due to the aesthetic here. And like I said, some of the voice acting is not well done, but ironically, it's good. It's kind of crazy. So this is one big point of contention right here are the ultimates. Some of the ultimates look pretty good, right? Like, I appreciate some of the time that they took making these ultimates, but I gotta tell you, within the first 5 minutes of gameplay, I was already tired of hearing, "Do you believe in magic?" from my girl Natalia, who is a beast. You get it for free in your mailbox. Better check it. So very, very typical turn-based JRPG action. You're gonna have attacks, debuffs, heals, things of that nature. All of the characters aren't created equal, however. For example, my boy Zachary here has 3 abilities, but Natalia here actually has 2 passives, right? So not all characters are built exactly the same. And one thing I really kind of like felt very early on within the first hour, and you guys know me, right? When you hear this, you're gonna be like, oh my God, what is FG on? Get ready. I was actually reading my abilities. You're like, wait a minute, let me double check this channel. Who the heck is Uncle FG? No, for real. I was actually reading my abilities very early on, because the skill kits in this game are just, they lend themselves to some really, I think, you know, I'm brand new, but I think future theory crafting and just kind of creating very unique synergistic teams together. Like the kits and the passives really work well together, and you're gonna find yourself making sure that you have the right set of debuffs, buffs, you know, things of that nature to kind of make your characters work. So this is a little bit of a preview of the combat. Let me show you how my team works, and we'll kind of walk through what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Now, I have a very, very basic team. Once again, I just started playing yesterday. All right, that's not like some high tier 4D chess, big brain type of combo. It's actually super basic. It's buff and do damage. But the fact that it's possible, I really do appreciate, right? So let's go back into combat we go. Like I mentioned before, summoner ability does not take my turn, so I'll go ahead and do that right off the bat. Now, Joseph has this really awesome ability to do a team-wide attack up and defense up buff, as you guys can see here. So that's pretty straightforward. Attack up, defense up, very nice. I'm gonna use Kane here. Dude, does FG know the names of characters? What is going on? But Natalia here has a really interesting ability called arcane energy. So for every positive effect this character has, their abilities affect an extra enemy. So now my basic attack, since I have a bunch of positive effects here, it basically turns into an AoE. So this is very important to pair up Natalia with someone that can consistently give her buffs to make sure she can always hit as many targets as possible. Also, check this out as well. This is one of those characters that also has a double passive as opposed to having 3 abilities. So she has an arcane ward as one of her passives, and then arcane energy as a trait, I should say, but it still basically functions as a passive. And then her ultimate ability, Arcane Nova, the Do You Believe in Magic, is a fantastic ability because number 1, if you can get her really buffed up, it's going to do a ton of damage. And if she kills anyone when she does that ultimate, it resets. I love characters. Look at this. It's ready to go again. So this kind of really highlights the real need to have an ability to skip ultimate animations. Like, come on, Awaken Chaos Era. You know people want to skip the animations and ultimates. Now, you can skip animations and ultimates when you're doing auto repeat, but all other gameplay in this game, and there's a lot of gameplay in this game. When you're playing it, you cannot skip the ultimates, which really just increase the amount of time you spend playing this game. Even if they take that away, like let's say tomorrow they allow you to skip animations in this game, this is still 100% a main game type of experience. If you don't know what I mean when I say main game for me is a game that can literally take up an entire day and you still have things to do. Like, for example, I'm playing Mythic Heroes right now. I can knock out everything I need to do in 20 minutes and there's literally no more gameplay to be had. Like, I am done. Awaken Chaos Era is not that type of game. You could spend probably an entire day playing it and still have more to do, my friends. So this is the type of game that you play all your other games first, knock out all your dailies, and then play Awaken Chaos Era last, because it's gonna take a long time to get done what you need to get done. So that's combat here in the world of Awaken Chaos Era. Let's go back over here to the home screen so I can show you what other gameplay modes are on trial here. We have Endless Trial, which is actually the Labyrinth style mode. This is gonna reset for me in 6 hours. So expect a video on Endless Trial tomorrow so I can show you the Labyrinth mode. I was quite impressed by it. You have your quintessential elemental based boss runs, very reminiscent to pretty much any game that you played in this style, like Epic 7, like Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, I'm running out of bread. Like Summoner's War, things of that nature, where you fight through these battles. They're gonna drop different types of materials, whether it's different types of gear and or skill crystals, which allow you to improve your skills. Nice variety on all the bosses. You guys know FG absolutely loves when I can play a game where I'm not just fighting other heroes. I want to fight interesting and weird creatures, and this game does have that. So once again, shout out to Awaken Chaos Era on that point, my friend. Look at my boy Connor here. What you doing? Let's have brunch. Connor, man, I tell you. Ultimates, like I said, I just don't think they fit the game. First of all, when they're casted, your FPS tanks, right? Because I'm playing in ultra 60 frames per second. I am pretty sure that the cinematics are like coded like in 20 to 30 frames per second. So already it gives you this little herky-jerky experience. And not to mention, it's just really not like I'm in this really interesting like foresty crystal night elf type of realm. But when my character does an ultimate, it's like you get transported to medieval times. Like, what? I'm not in medieval times. Get this warm Diet Coke out my face. Where my turkey leg at? You know what I'm talking about? You guys ever been to medieval times? If not, none of that made sense. Since he put that block shield up, I wanted to go ahead and skip that because that takes forever. So down he should go. Really good ultimates on the bosses as well that don't require a cinematic to show you. Awaken Chaos Era, Ace is the place. All right, so there you go. Nice little encounter there. I got myself some green ability crystals that I can use on my green specific characters. Very, very straightforward there. That's that. You also have Arcane Dominator. This is going to be your dungeon, your gear grind dungeons right here. So once again, the same thing applies. I'm actually gonna run this one on multi-battle. I'm just gonna do one so you can see how much better the game feels when the ultimates are actually skipped. How much everything just flows better. Get him, Joseph. So right now I'm using this bleed team. Oh, dude, it feels so good to kind of just like, once again, I'm not breaking the mold here. Look, see that? Do you believe in magic? And the ability just goes off and it's great. Once again, I'm not breaking the mold on like team creativity here. See, did it again. Do you believe in magic? Boom, it's so fast. I'm not breaking the mold here when it comes to like creativity, when it comes to team building. But I like the ability to be able to do that, right? So this team right here is a bleed team. So you can see right now, I got 2 stacks of bleed on the boss here. This guy over here also stacks bleed, and he can also explode bleeds. So if I see my bleeds are about to fall off, I can just explode them, pop the damage instantly. It's a very beautiful thing. And once again, do you believe in magic just shoots off. It looks so much better. Just keep me in my game world. You're breaking my immersion. Awaken, Chaos Era. My boy Joseph representing. Very, very nice. Look at all those stacks of bleed. So yeah, get creative, man. Make teams, get outside your wheelhouse. Look at this team. I got 1 waifu on it. Like literally 1 waifu on it. And I really do appreciate that. That's what, 5 stacks of bleed right now. Looking fantastic. They all fell off naturally, unfortunately. Rip. Good damage there. And this guy right here is just a blue. He's just a regular old rare. So this is going to be one of those games where you're probably going to get a lot, not probably, you absolutely are going to get a lot of mileage out of your rare and elite characters versus your legendaries, right? Obviously, we all want to get legendaries, but when it comes to, you know, getting duplicates of those legendaries and getting them all online and ready, you're going to have a much easier time getting an elite or getting a rare, getting a ton of dupes, fully awakening them, fully ascending them, that type of you know, gameplay powerous upgradeness. What, FG? I don't know. It's gonna be a lot easier to do on like rare and elite characters versus legendaries. So just keep that in mind, especially if you're free to play. Especially if you're free to play. But there you go, a nice little dungeon run here with no ultimate animations on. I just feel the game flows quite a bit better when it looks like that. So that's that. Very nice, and I just defeated 600 fire elemental enemies, getting my achievements as I move along. So there you go. So that's that. Gear dungeon there. You also have Void Tower, which I'm not going to jump in on this video, but this is going to be season based. So as you can see, I have 14 days left here to go up as far up this tower as I possibly can. Each floor has rewards. And to add a little bit more difficulty to this tower, there is a debuff that happens as well. So enemies have a 50% chance of inflicting crit resistance down on targets upon a critical hit. So if you get crit, your crit resistance goes down, and you're probably going to get crit again. So a little bit different. Like I said, you got 14 days to knock this out. You can take your time on that. There's a lot of gameplay in this game. Next thing up is Bounty Hunt. 5 entries per day, kind of like a boss rush mode. You're just going in here, defeating the boss, getting the reward, trying to go as far as you possibly can. And if you find yourself in a position where you're not strong enough to go to the next stage, you can also blitz the previous stage and get some smaller rewards there. And it looks like once I get to Bounty Hunt stage 15, I'll unlock dispatch mode, which I assume is going to be your tried and true dispatch mode. So quite a bit of content, right? You got adventure mode, normal and hard mode. You have all these different dungeons, which are going to take up a lot of your time. Once again, think about games like Epic 7, Raid Shadow Legends, Summoner's War, where you kind of keep your computer on and auto repeat those stages over and over and over again, trying to get drops, trying to get the best gear, etc., etc. You also have good old-fashioned PvP, which I have really kind of enjoyed. So let's jump in. We'll do some PvP real quick. I like playing this on manual. Absolutely like playing this on manual. You get 10 entries, but they do replenish on a timed timer. On a timed timer. So you don't just do 10 a day and you're done. You're gonna have to log back in throughout the day and do some more. I'm gonna try to, my girl here, Mary, once again, who is just a rare character. Ah, dude. Her basic attack does stun. I was gonna try to stun. That's okay. That's okay, guys. That's good. Oh, little herky jerk there. Little herky jerk. If you guys want to play this game on emulator, don't forget to download this bad boy using LD Player, using my link down in the description below. Oh, dude, you guys are trying to like defeat me, huh? All right, let's go ahead and do, or at least turn off the ultimate animations in PvP. That would be nice as well. I mean, I want it everywhere, but at least. I'm gonna try to. Come on, Zachary. Zachary is so good, considering once again this guy is just a rare as well. I am going to go ahead, do AoE invincible. So doesn't hurt. That hurt a little bit. This rose does have thorns. Dude, we are not going to be able to beat this one, maybe. Not looking good. A little immunity on my boy Zach. Ah, not enough. How embarrassing. Dude, this little bootleg misfortune. See, if I would have got that stun in the first turn, I would have been just fine. I would have been just fine. My team isn't exactly where I want it to be, so you know, cut me some slack here. It's still not exactly where I want it to be, and I'm still free to play, by the way. All right, I got one more PvP one. I feel like I want to fight her again, dude. I'm gonna fight her again. Let it be known that nobody beats FG twice in a row. All right, here we go. All right. Easy clap there. I'm looking at some stuff. I will have no mercy against you. See, last time I went for the stun. This time I'm gonna go for the invincibility. Ouch. Still so much pain and destruction. Death is in bloom. And these greens are absolutely destroying my... Oh, I'm dead. It's over. The greens are so good. Ay, Dios mío. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to bring this back. This does more damage the less amount of targets on the board. But I just felt like I had to do it just to do a little something, something. Can I get this bonus turn? Shut up and fight. Can I get some Chaos Slaughter? What a great passive. Ouch. Misfortune. Relax. Misfortune. That's some pretty good damage, but still not enough. Ooh. Can I get the stun? We cannot. Dude, how dare you beat me twice on video? Man, I hate this game. I'm out of here. I don't even know I'm playing this. Alright, well, there's no damage left on the board. You know what? I'll improve my team. Just make note of where I started so you can know where I go, where I end up, my destination, alright? Freaking A. Embarrassing me twice. Who's that person? How do I blacklist them? How do I block them forever? Can I block this person? All right, so that is PvP. Outside of PvP, you also, of course, have dailies, weeklies, achievements. I don't have enough currency to do summons, so maybe I'll do a summon in the next video when I show off the Labyrinth mode. This game also has Covenants, which is very Epic 70 Raid Shadow Legends. Well, I don't know if Raid Shadow Legends does it. Epic 7 absolutely does it. As you knock out these achievements here, you get these characters for free just by achieving these goals. So once I do the Tulpa Dungeon Stage 7 and I equip +4 star gear to every slot, I just get this character straight up. And there are a couple other ones here that do the same thing as well. Something that is very Raid Shadow Legends-y is hero synthesis. So definitely keep an eye on the characters that you are using and upgrading and ascending, because they can also be used to kind of merge into I don't know if I want to say necessarily better characters, but different characters. So there you go. So keep that in mind as well. What else do we got going on here? Guild. I did make myself a guild. The waifu crew here is representing. Let us go into here. All right, Quan, you can be in the guild. Y'all, see y'all later. Let's do the guild fight real quick. So we got this bootleg goblin. All right. Let's try to do as much damage as possible. He seems to be a fire unit. So let's just bring our water units just for giggles. I haven't even done this yet. It's my first time doing it. But I have an idea. Oh, what's his where's his HP? I will have no mercy against let's see what's happening here. Oh. I see. Dude, he hits hard. All right, I wasn't really quite ready for that. I was not ready for that at all. All right, well, let's just try to do as much damage as we possibly can. Do you believe in magic? Very, very good. All right. Nice bleeds there. And let's see. Hopefully, I don't get embarrassed by the rest of my guild. I've already been embarrassed in PvP. I can't handle any more embarrassment in this one video. Tell you, dude. Good damage there. Let's go ahead and take this debuff off of my boy Joseph, gives him a bonus turn. Like, the kits in this game are just very satisfying to use, I would say. All right, down goes Joseph. Still got some bleeds on you. Not a lot, though. So much resistance. Wow. GG. All right, let me see how I ranked it with my guild mates. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, challenge first time, as you guys can see. First time. Cut me some slack. Let us see. There you go. Number 1. Take that, suckers. No one else try to pass me. So that's that. Guilds, very straightforward. And then as far as global launch events, you have this bootleg alloy. All you got to do is log in 7 days, do all the things, and you will get this character who looks phenomenal, by the way. Like, really, really good. Like, that is a good looking unit right there. The hair is fantastic. So looking forward to getting bootleg alloy there. Or you know what? Mila. Let's actually use real names. Just like all games, this game does have a battle pass starring one of my favorite fantasy races of all time, the dwarf. Bran the Mountain King makes me really want to buy this hero pass. How much this thing costs? $9 gets you a Bran, $20 gets you Bran and plus a bunch of levels. Gotcha. 90% off. 90% off what? Based off what? Who? I tell you. But that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a nice little look at, oh, hold on. We didn't even like talk about upgrading in this game. Dude, I was signing out for the day. This game does have EXP jellies. So as you're grinding through stages, you will get EXP jellies. This is not going to be like a dog walk simulator when it comes to that. Gear, very straightforward. It is going to be one of those games that has kind of set bonuses. So right now I have a rage set, which is 4 out of 4, which means I have to have 4 pieces of a rage set to complete the set, which means I'm going to run like a 4-2, which is, you know, a 4 out of 4 rage set, which gives me crit, and a 2 out of 2 warrior set, which gives me an attack, right? So definitely seen things like that before. There is a managed gear tab, which I haven't quite figured out just yet, but good to know there's some quality of life here that allow you to kind of find what you're looking for, percentage-based stats, secondary stats. Makes it really easy for you to find the piece of gear that you want and equip it. Hopefully, once I figure it out. Haven't done it yet. Here is the glyph system here. So very straightforward. This is going to be a really important part of your power. So this will tell you exactly where the scrolls drop. Find the stage, go right over here to the stage. As you guys can see, hit skip formation if you already have your formation set up. Hit multi-battle. The maximum amount of multi-battles you can do at a time is 10. You can automatically use your meal coupons, which replenishes your bread, and you keep it moving. Your bonuses for your gold card and your silver card, which is more pay-to-winniness, will give you more EXP as well as gold as you go through those dungeons as such. Outside of that, ability upgrades, I showed you this. These are the dungeons that you run, which give you these little fire gem crystals, water gem crystals, etc., etc. These will upgrade your skills at an RNG tick. So you hit the button, you don't know which one you're going to get, but eventually you'll get all of them if you have enough. And then last but not least, you have your Ascension, which is basically where you're going to be using your dupes. So in order for me to get to Ascension level 3, I'm going to need another dupe, another dupe, another dupe, and another dupe to max out Ascension level 5, 6. There you go. Now let's go ahead and sign out. I think we pretty much covered everything there. So that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, my name is FG3000. I thank you a ton for watching. I'm going to go ahead and soap my multi-battle while this video is rendering. And call it a day there. Wow, 25 minutes, dude? Wow, that's a long video. All right, guys, I'm out, and I will see you in the next video. Later.